Copilot. It looks like you're trying to have some fun. I totally get that. Here at Microsoft, we're all about fun. We re-released all your favorite Halo games. However, we determined it is too difficult to add split screen, so we're just not going to do that. Copilot out. Bye.
Hello and welcome to Off the Grid with Jack Bittner. Today we're going to be going over the AlphaRing mod, which is a mod that I have recently become a maintainer of. Go over some of the new features as well as how to install the mod on Halo the Master Chief Collection, and then I'll be going over a little fix for you fellow Linux users. The current version of this mod that is being actively maintained by the developer, aka me, is beta 1.3.0. I will leave a link to this download in the description. If you watched my last video, you'll be familiar with AlphaRing, but essentially what this does is it overrides a Windows system file and allows for Halo the Master Chief Collection to be played in split screen, so 1 to 4 players. In the previous version, there was a very tedious menu created by the original developer. No shade to him, by the way. But essentially, what my latest update does is implements something like the Xbox 360 guide. You know, when you're playing Xbox 360, you press the middle button and a white menu with a bunch of options appears. This is very similar to that. It's controller friendly, and it saves your settings as binary in the game's directory. There are lots of other things that need to be fixed about this. Like I said, this is in beta, so just fair warning, it may not work in all of the Halo games. In the Discord server that I'm going to show you in a little bit, some users have reported it not working at all in Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2. However, we are finding that it does seem to work in Halo 3, Reach, and 4. So in order to install this mod, all you need to do is scroll down to the bottom and download this WTS API 32.dll file. We're going to want to go to where the game is installed in Steam. So we can do that by opening up Steam, navigating to Halo the Master Chief Collection, installed files, browse. And in here you're going to find MCC, binaries, Win64, and this is where we're going to install the mod. As you can see here, I've already installed the mod, but I'll just show you what you need to do. All you need to do is drag it into this folder. It's that simple. And I will say this process is the same on Windows. I don't use Windows a lot. I'm primarily an Arch Linux user. I use Arch, by the way. But the main difference, however, between Windows and Linux is on Linux, you will need to copy and paste launch option here, which you do not need to do on Windows. In fact, you should not. But basically, this just tells Wine, which is running under Proton, which is the compatibility layer, to find this file and launch the game with that file. And the other thing you'll need to do is make sure that you have Play Halo MCC anti-cheat disabled. Otherwise, the game will not start. All right, with that, let's boot it up. Once you're in the game, we can set up a little multiplayer match just to test this out. I'm gonna go into Reach. I think I'll do 2-team Slayer DMR. We'll do it on the sword base map, and then we'll kick off the match. You can hit F4 to open up the menu, or by default, it's the left thumbstick button and pause. But you can also change this in the configuration CFG file. Right now it's already set to 2, but you can hit the plus or minus buttons to add or subtract players. The settings on the menu controlled with the joysticks or arrow keys or WASD. So as you can see right now, I'm playing 2-player. And there you can see I've found player 2. You can open up the menu. We can scroll through and see all the different player profiles. Right now they're all bound to different controllers. And you can also set the team preference of each of the players so that when we add the players, they will be automatically on the other teams. So let's add 4 players. And there we go. Now we got 4 players. It's as easy as that. Let's kill that guy.
Shoot that guy.
It's now easier than ever to use this mod. You can also change teams mid-match, and that's pretty simple too. Now, one thing I will note is that the UI is displaying very well on my PC. I know this is currently not the case for everybody. The UI may have some scaling issues, and I'm currently working on that. If you want to access the old menu, or the debug menu as we're calling it now, you can hit F1, and that will open up the top bar that you used to need to be able to use in order to change things in the game. That option is still available to you, it's just hidden. This is also configurable in the configuration CFG file. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you how you can customize player colors, and we'll set up a quick Slayer match, and we'll go on Anchor 9 and start the match. And let's go find the other players. can open up your AlphaRing menu, and you can go to primary color, and just scroll through the list and pick whichever color you want. Now, it should be noted that not all of these colors align one-to-one with their color names in their respective games, and that is simply because I had to create a system that maps all the colors universally. Not all colors map nicely across games. That being said, I have attached a CSV spreadsheet to the repository so everyone can see what the mapping for the different colors across the different games is, and you can suggest improvements if you have a better idea of how to map the colors. So it's as simple as that. Changes are affected immediately, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You can also change the controller configuration, so if you want to use controller 2, if you're player 2 and, for example, player 1 wants to use the mouse and keyboard, that option is available to you. Just use K/M for player 1 and then do controller 2, and there you have it. I am planning on adding a bind button in the future, so you can easily press a button on your controller and that is automatically mapped to whichever character you are on in the menu, but that's a feature still in development. Now, one roadblock that many Linux users like myself, or if you're using a Steam Deck, you're going to run into is the VC redistributable issue. If as soon as you start the game, you get an error that just says fatal error, 99% of the time, that's because your system does not have VC redistributable installed. In order to resolve this, we can go to the Discord server that I have set up. Again, link in the description. And you can go to the FAQ channel and click on this link. This will instantly download VC redistributable, and you can run this using ProtonTricks. If you're unfamiliar with ProtonTricks, there's a variety of ways you can install it. If you're on Arch like me, you can install it with sudo pacman, or you can use Flatpak to install it. There's a variety of different ways to install that. I'm not going to be covering that in this tutorial, but I will show you how you can install VC redistributable. So let's close this, and let's open up ProtonTricks. So when you open this up, you will be presented with several options. We are going to be picking Halo the Master Chief Collection. And this tells ProtonTricks that we're going to install software or mess around with essentially the virtual computer that's specifically running this game. So we'll click OK, hit OK again, just ignore this. And now what we want to do is install an application. And if you don't see it listed here, you can click cancel, and then it will give you the ability to run an arbitrary executable. This is the option we will be using today. So I'm going to click OK on that. It's going to prompt you for the executable file. Let's go to downloads and click on VC redistributable. Hit open. It's going to ask you a few questions. You're just running an installer. I've already installed it, so it says repair, but for you, there may be an install button. So you click that. Installs it, setup successful. It's that simple. And that is how you resolve the fatal error issue. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment down below. All the links mentioned in this video will be in the description. I'd recommend you check out our Discord server since there's a lot of helpful people on there, and sometimes they answer questions about the mod faster than I do. The best, or I guess I should say the only way to support the channel right now is to buy one of my books available on Amazon. I'm the author of a kids book series and soon to be video game called Gonkville. You can follow this channel as well as my social media page for more info on the upcoming game. I also started writing a graphic novel series, so if you're into that, I have a link to that site as well. Interesting things are always happening on here, so be sure to subscribe. I hope you have a great day, and may God bless you.